Kwa hivyo usiwe na wasiwasi, hakuna mtu ananyang'anya deputy president kiti yake. Hiyo kiti amechaguliwa.
Yes, as the supremacy battle in Mount Kenya region, members are now continuing to take sides. Okay, although there is a lot of influence where 48 members of parliament came out to endorse Kithure Kindiki, others are coming out to echo their sentiments against this position. And one of the current people is Peter MUNYA. Peter MUNYA comes from Meru. In fact, during in the lead-up of 2022 general election, he was seen as a credible kingpin within the Meru region. He has come out to clear the air, saying that the people jostling for being the kingpin of Mountain Kenya should desist from doing this because it is not in a constitution. And for me, I think the statements of Kithure Kindiki are aimed at siding with Gachagua, because Kithure Kindiki at a certain point he had decided with Raila Amolo Odinga. Raila Amolo Odinga came out to join Ruto, and now they are looking for a new alliance. So remember, Kithure Kindiki is working with Kalonzo and others, and the people who are left in Azimio, the Kalonzos and others, gave a sign of wanting to work with Gachagua. So these statements cannot be taken lightly. So in this episode, I've come to discuss the statements which were made by Peter MUNYA, what it means for Kenyan politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want you to know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. So Peter MUNYA was once a senator in Meru, and I think he also was governor at some point, and decided with Raila Amolo Odinga. When Raila Amolo Odinga left him and went to government, the people who in Azimio right now gave an indication of wanting to work with Gachagua, because Gachagua right now seems to be the only person who can mount an opposition for William Ruto, because Raila Amolo Odinga is conflicted. So the massive battle within Mountain Kenya are getting people to take sides, and among the people who are taking sides is Peter MUNYA. By his own statements, although he didn't come out to say it exactly, it seems that he's supporting Gachagua. Okay? And he's telling off those leaders who talk about kingpin that they should stop. Before I talk on this one, let me first give you the tape as Peter MUNYA was saying this. Here is the tape.
Naitwa kingpin. Iko kwa katiba chapter gani? Because viti ya Kenya iko imeandikwa mahali deputy president, president. Lakini we keep talking about something called kingpin. And people do serious meetings, like the one he was alluding to declare somebody kingpin or spokesman. And I was asking myself publicly one time, I asked people, does it mean if somebody is a spokesman, akiongea sisi zote tunakimya?
So, first of all, in that video, Peter MUNYA is downplaying want to be kingpin. But we all know how Kenyan politics works. Every region has someone who is supreme, who is seen as a person or a vessel to take their aspirations forward. When you go to Luo, there's Raila Amolo Odinga, Rift Valley, Ruto, Mount Kenya, Gachagua, Kisii, okay, the Coast, Joho and others, because they are seen as the most senior leaders. So it's not true that a person to be a kingpin is nothing. Okay, that is one. Even the battles right now raging, I think they are trying to unseat Gachagua. That's why they are playing a lot of gimmicks. Okay, I think I wanted to clarify that. Let's continue with the Peter MUNYA's statements before I proceed.
Sasa ameongea basi. Kuna mtu mwingine ana opinion. We are not in an autocratic society, we are in a society where people speak. Even if you are senior, you speak, others can also. Unaweza kosoa wewe ama wanaweza ongeza hiyo. Kwa hivyo usiwe na wasiwasi, hakuna mtu ananyang'anya deputy president kiti yake. Hiyo kiti amechaguliwa, ni kiti ya kuchaguliwa, na wakati ikifika.
So that is him, first of all, telling off the people that there is no one who will defeat deputy president or will remove the deputy president from his position, because it's a position which is elected. And that is a sentiment which is somehow siding with Gachagua, because as very many people want to impeach him, because anything cannot come in isolation. People cannot start talking about impeachment without it coming from somewhere. So I think he's siding with Gachagua. And I also think that William Ruto cannot accept the impeachment of Gachagua, even with some small differences, because it can sabotage his presidency. Gachagua is no longer an MP of Mathira. Any person who occupies the deputy president position, he changes in stature and influence. When Gachagua was an MP who couldn't hold a rally of thousands of people, now he's deputy president, he can hold a rally anywhere in Kenya, and it is successful. Okay? So these people are fighting him. Okay? At a certain point, even Peter MUNYA had ever fought him, but now I think he's realizing that it's better to first decide with Gachagua, because Raila's, anyone who wants the future in Kenyan politics cannot side with Raila right now. You better prepare for the future, because Raila is expiring soon. He's old. And the next second election is going to be 83. If he's alive, and I wish he gets to 100 years. But his influence is dwindling. Let's continue.
Ingine achaguliwe ama yeye aendelee. Hiyo ingine ni ile inaitwa side shows. Post-sharing, it's called political post-sharing. It goes with the territory. But we also ask the deputy president and whoever else is in office, please take time to serve the people. Spend more time serving the people. We have a lot of challenges as
so that is Peter MUNYA from Meru. And I think the people coming out to fight Gachagua, they look hypocritical. That is, those battles are just supremacy battles. Okay? And for example, the people who fought Gachagua since inception, Governor Kabogo, Moses Kuria, now are all keeping quiet, because Gachagua is now a big thing in Mountain Kenya. Like it or not, that is how politics work. A community normally looks at a person in the highest position as their aspiration. In fact, if I was Gachagua, instead of fighting in Mountain Kenya, okay, you fight outside Mountain Kenya. It will help more. When William Ruto used to be challenged in Rift Valley, he didn't fight battles in Rift Valley. He would go outside Rift Valley, so that the people, the wananchi, can see him that is loved somewhere else. That is reverse psychology. You go somewhere so that you can be loved, your people will follow. Even prophets were never loved in their home area until they first made it from somewhere else. Jesus had to travel away from Bethlehem to Egypt. Muhammad traveled from Mecca to Medina. He had to come back to Mecca. William Ruto did the same. He used to spend a lot of time in Mountain Kenya, so that his people could love him, despite having the opposition in his home backyard. And regarding Gachagua must replicate this. Instead of Gachagua holding rallies in Nyeri and others, he should hold rallies in Mombasa, Rift Valley and others, so that these people can know that they are not no caliber. Because in Mountain Kenya right now, there is no person who can hold a rally outside Mount Kenya and is successful, unless it is regarding Gachagua. And I think you should utilize that. For if you want to be loved in your home area, you must show your home area that you are loved somewhere else. That is how leaders we are loved. Do you know that almost 65% of rallies held by Ruto are outside Rift Valley? Do you know that 70% of rallies held by Raila Amolo Odinga are outside Nyanza? This is what they do. So yesterday I saw a rally in Nyeri. You are already loved in Nyeri. To buttress your support, you should go out of Mountain Kenya to show these people that you are not your caliber. The good thing, even the name they brought up, and that is KINDIKI. When you are a CS, you are not allowed to do rallies. You are not allowed to do partisan politics. So Gachagua has an edge. So instead of Gachagua spending a lot of time in Mount Kenya, he should spend a lot of time outside Mountain Kenya to buttress his support. Of course, that's my opinion. Do me your comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.